Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here with the first Raw of Sovereignty, Crown of Kings. If you're not familiar with my first Raw series, is where I take games both new and old and I basically make a first look, a preview, sort of share my thoughts. Often this is a good way of me gauging whether you guys, my audience, are interested in a Let's Play coming up, but also it's a way for me to kind of preview different types of games on my channel that I wouldn't normally feature. Now, some of those games may end up here on Lionheart X10, and some of them may end up on my Deadly Duo gaming channel, which is kind of a PS4 slash kind of basically anything that wouldn't fit with a Total War strategy fantasy role-playing setting. So things like GTA are on my Deadly Duo gaming channel and what have you, but you'll also find plenty of PS4 titles. Anyway, Sovereignty, Crown of Kings. Now, I have actually seen some stuff about this before. Now, those of you who've been following my channel for about a year or so will remember that I went to an event last year called Home of Wargamers, and it was over in Italy, and it was by the publisher Slitherine, who also develop games as well, but they work with a lot of kind of independent developers. They bring them on board, and you know they help publish their games and things like that. So when I went over there, it was kind of a showcase of various upcoming games in the next year, sort of, I guess next 12 to 18 months that Slitherine was looking to publish, develop, and that its kind of developers were looking to make as well. And there were loads of games there that I really enjoyed. One first Raw that I've already done from one of those games was Battle Academy 2, and that went down really well. You guys seem to enjoy that. But Sovereignty was a game that really caught my eye when I was there. Now, also I should say, this artwork at the front is pretty badass. It looks awesome. Now, the game is in early access at the moment, available on Steam, I believe, for £18.99. So you can go check it out now if you want. Hopefully I'll come back to this once it's kind of met a full release, and maybe I'll do a full review then, or a kind of another Sovereignty second Raw. That'll be a brand new series. But yeah, this was a game that really caught my eye because it kind of had that grand strategy feel, which are games that, while from me kind of watching Let's Plays or from the outside looking in, watching other people play them, I love the idea of them, but I'm just no good at them, and I often find them too, you know, too many menus, too overboard and things like that. But Sovereignty, I don't know. It has a turn-based province system. You can rule one of 35 realms with their own culture and playstyle. There's multiple races: humans, elves, dwarves, orcs, and undead. You can recruit hero units, resources, trade routes, and things like that. And it works on a there's also a tactical kind of battle system. Now, some of you thinking, is that going to be like Total War? No, it's very much 2D in that sense, but it's turn-based hex maps, and you can zoom into the actual province straight from the campaign map to see the areas. There's 10 unique units for each realm. Units can be awarded medals for valor in battle and things like that. So if you're familiar with kind of hex-based games and grand strategy, then you probably will like this. But I'm not going to jump into the tutorial, and that's going to kind of be the main content of this video, but I'm just going to show you the realm selection. So here is Sovereignty, and there's loads of different realms. So you've got, like, say, like Jotland up here. So you can take a look kind of how stable they are, how well the Empire's going to do from the outset, sort of thing. And then information shows you all their different kind of statistics. Similar to those you watch my Total War Let's Plays, kind of each of the factions that you can play as have different kind of cultural traits and things like that, and these guys give you kind of little abilities and things like that. So you've got Landmark, a Totem of the Stag. If Jotland or Vesioi, or the Vesioi player controls annexed all 4 totems, he automatically calls the Horde. Cool. So yeah, there's kind of like little events that you can trigger there. Mission objectives, own 3 harbour provinces. So there's different campaigns, here you go. Right, yeah, so Fury of the North. So you can choose like shorter campaigns, longer campaigns, conquest, rivalry, world rivalry, power games, things like that. That's pretty awesome. So there's loads of different modes. Obviously something in comparison to Total War's outset for its campaign objectives. You kind of just have sort of military victory, economic victory, cultural victory, divine triumph, and things like that, and minor victory. So this is kind of a similar thing here. Now I'm going to kind of stop the comparisons with Total War there, because while this is a turn-based strategy similar to the campaign map on Total War, you will see that it's kind of well, it's different. It's not as graphically superior. It's not graphically superior, but it has its own style, it has its own direction, and again, as I said, people that are kind of familiar with Crusader Kings or something like that, this is probably seem a little bit more like that to you guys. So, yeah, just Jotland, these kind of like, I guess, Vikings. So obviously the race is human, they're neutral style, militaristic, opportunistic. They've got 2 agents, 4 heroes. But yeah, so you've got kind of almost like a kind of story-driven almost campaign there with Fury of the Northmen. You've got a specific objective there. Last Man Standing, Conquest, own at least 200 provinces. So yeah, and you've also got something called Iron Man mode, which saves, manual saves are disabled and your progress will be saved automatically. So kind of like, I've seen that also increase the difficulty as well. But I would assume that... Oh yeah, there we go, auto saves every 10 turns. But I would assume that is like legendary difficulty in Total War. Anyway, so we've got loads of different realms here. You can see all across the Iron Barony. These are just the realms. Within them, there's loads of different provinces. There's Dragonhold, which is where the tutorial takes place, which is what we're going to jump in the gameplay I'm going to show you today. But yeah, there's loads of different races you can choose from, evil and good with their alignments. And you can obviously see how strong their starting position is. So like the Iron Barony, very strong, but say if we go over here, these guys are in a precarious situation to start with. Well, their outlook, as it were. So yeah, there are loads of different ones and races to choose from. There's unique units for all of them. So we're going to jump straight on into the tutorial. Sovereignty, Crown of Kings. Unfortunately, I've got to read all this to you. So hopefully you like the sound of my voice. If you don't, then my apologies, but then why are you watching my videos? If you've just stumbled across this though, hello. But yes, there's no kind of voice acting as it were on here. But if they ever wanted to add in some voices, I'm up for it. 3 days ago, your father, the Lord of Dragonhold, was inspecting fortifications along our borders. It was there that orcs of the Iron Barony struck a treacherous blow and murdered your father. Our realm is in uproar. Knights have sworn oaths of vengeance and rallied to your banner. You are now Lord of Dragonhold. Does kind of make me have a Game of Thronesy feel right now. Feels awesome. Here, in this outpost on the wild frontier, we have but little time for ceremony. Your reign will be measured by your deeds, and all the world expects you to meet justice upon the Iron Barony. I was your father's most trusted advisor, and I will be there as your faithful guide as you learn to be master of the affairs of the realm. Awesome, thanks Chancellor. This is your realm. You currently own 2 provinces, Renloft and Tegan Rest. Click on Renloft now. Okay. Clicking. Excellent, I can click. Huzzah! Okay, Renloft is our capital. It's the most important province in our realm. You must protect our capital at all costs. Without it, our realm will be destroyed. Okay, so if we lose Renloft, then we lose. Have a look at our special features in the card to the right. When you finish, end turn. Okay, so we should be able to see its special features. That's end turn by clicking on the sun. Praise the sun. So Renloft. We have the High Watch, which is obviously shown in this little nice display here. This mighty watchtower scouts 2 provinces in all directions. Does not require a unit with the scout ability. Awesome. So we can see into other areas. Jara Doom. Chasm of Despair. Cool, so we can see areas around us. So we've got obviously icons here showing that we've got gems as a resource here on the map. We've got forts. The province has 5 forts. Capital, centre of the player's empire. And good. Okay. End turn. Bing. So we're now going to the end turn phase, and you can see there coming up saying factions were moving on the bottom. That was a quick end turn. Other realms are on the move. In the lower right-hand corner of the screen, you find the minimap. You may click anywhere on the minimap to quickly travel there on the main campaign map. Try doing so now. Okay. Boom. And I can go back to my capital by pressing C. Awesome. Back in our homeland. Click the upgrade economy button now. I will, but I just want to show you across the map, because as you can see, it's actually really nicely detailed. You know, it might seem quite basic, but I don't know why, but this is suddenly more appealing to me than stuff like Crusader Kings. Maybe it's because maybe this will ease me into things. I think it's slightly different. It's not got all the menus and what have you, but you've still got all these province systems and things like that, and trade that you can check out. But anyway, upgrade the economy. We'll get to that, all those other menus and stuff later. But a different kind of setting than a grand strategy, but I still like the fact that you've got this big map, similar to stuff like Crusader Kings. But those of you hoping for Crusader Kings Let's Play on my channel one day, maybe this is the game to get me into it. So I should say, if you do want to see more of Sovereignty after this first Raw, then do leave a like and let me know in the comments as well. So I often use that as a good gauge of whether people are engaged enough and would like to see a Let's Play. You're now in the economy upgrades mode. Notice that your provinces are highlighted. That means that they're eligible for upgrade. Okay, Dragonhold has an affinity for mountainous terrain. You'll see in the tooltip that it costs a certain amount of gold to upgrade your economy in the mountains or hills. Choose a province to upgrade by clicking on it now. Upgrade. Well done. This province will now generate more gold each turn. Fantastic. So literally we can just click on that and that'll highlight provinces that can be upgraded. I see. Ending turn again, so we can see down the bottom. Again, this is an early access, so they're obviously looking to improve and add more features in, but I think, again, kind of part of that was to get players on board now, if you're interested, and kind of help shape the rest of the development of the game, which is often something you see now. My lord, a hero has arrived in your court, a mighty warlord. Your first hero is free, so you should definitely hire him. Further heroes may offer services at a price. Okay, that's fine. A hero rallies to our banner. Hire. Cool. Heroes are mighty leaders who attach themselves to an army of your choice. Note that your armies are now highlighted. This means that they are eligible to take a hero. Attach your warlord to any eligible army you own by clicking on a province now. Yeah, let's deploy him to Dragonhold. As you can see, yeah. So as you can see, the counter now has little wings attached to it. So that shows that we've got a hero in that army. Okay, click on our army. And we can see what we've got, which units we've got in here. It's time to crush the cowards of the Iron Barony. It's time to exact vengeance upon those murderous orcs. Move your army into the Iron Barony. The Iron Barony is the large mountains realm. In case I couldn't see it by this lovely display here. Da 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 da. Iron Barony. Right, so yeah, we're going to click on our army. We can see we've got Spontoons, rather. Renloft Dragon Knight. You sound awesome. We've got Highguard, and we have Ballista. Smashing! And we can see all the statistics quickly at a glance by hovering over each unit. This reminds me of kind of like Risk. That's awesome. Like digital Risk. That's got 1 port, and this one, the current economic value of this province is 3. That one's only 1. Let's improve our economy. Although that does have the Abyss. 1 random unit per turn. Oh, we don't want that. 1 random unit per turn is destroyed. No, we don't want to hold that. Gods no. Okay, right click. Declare war. Yes. My liege, the action you are performing will require you to go to war with the Iron Barony. Declare war. There's a code of war to follow, don't you know? As a signatory to the code of war, we must take the high and chivalrous route by issuing a formal declaration of war, even against these dogs. As such, we must wait a turn before invading our... Ah, damn our chivalry. Blast! In the meantime, we'd better bolster our forces. Let's raise some units. Okay. That sounds wise. So, we'll click on this army, purchase new units. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can select different types: infantry, archer, cavalry, and siege. Once you acquire a harbour, you may also purchase naval units. We're pretty landlocked. Okay. Chancellor. Right, yes. Okay, we want Spontoons again. So we select the Spontoon. And we hit purchase. Good job. He's now queued along here, training queue. Okay, so we could obviously hire more if we want to, but the tutorial will only let me get 1. So we now end the turn. We're training 1 unit of Spontoons into our army. Non-aggression treaty signed between Myrmont and someone else. To war! You will notice that all of your units are selected. If you invade with them now, none will remain behind to defend against a counterattack. This means that we will want to leave some of our units behind to defend. Oh yeah, it does seem quite like Risk. In fact, I did see on their website, I think they said it was influenced by, or kind of it's a mix of Risk, Master of Magic, and Panzer General. Deselect 2 units now. Okay. Well, I'll probably leave the Spontoons behind. My Dragon Knights are pretty awesome, but these High Guard are good. They've got really good defense. Discipline. That measures their discipline. Oh, I want the Ballista, so I think I'll have to get rid of one of my Dragon Knights. So we're taking Dragon Knights, High Guard, and Ballista, and now we'll attack. Attack the province. Redfall. Yay! Cheering! Huzzah! Ah! Good sounds. Your army is led by a hero. That means that you will have the choice between tactical or auto battle. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to do any more comparisons between Total War and Sovereignty, but that's essentially like fight the battle yourself in Total War or auto resolve, or in this game, auto battle. But you'll see the tactical battles are very different to Total Wars because they're hex based and things like that. But it's a different way of doing things. It is quite fun though. Tactical battle will take you to a tactical battlefield. From there, you may move your units individually to take objectives and win the day. Auto battles is a simplified option. It allows you to rapidly resolve a battle at the expense of not being able to command your force directly. For this battle, we'll start simple and resolve the battle through auto battle. Ah, what I know, I wanted to fight. Auto battle runs in 3 attack waves: Skirmish, Assault, and Grand Melee. I'll walk you through each wave. In Skirmish, only range units attack. Skirmish allows range units such as heavy crossbows to soften the enemy prior to melee. That's pretty cool. At each stage of the auto battle, you'll be offered the option to fight or retreat. If you are attacking, you cannot retreat before the skirmish is over. Okay. So, fight the next round of combat. Boom! Okay, so the Ballista took a chunk out of those orcs. This is the second wave of battle called the Assault. In it, frontline units engage in direct combat. Okay, so yeah, we've got the option to retreat or to attack again, so we're going to do it. We can see that the Ballista, though, took a chunk out of them. So we have a little bit of a battle there. This is the third and final wave, called Grand Melee. In it, all units become engaged in melee, while cavalry sweep forward to destroy engaged units. The Grand Melee is by far the most bloody and decisive of the 3 attack waves. Do you have the stomach to stay in the fight, or will you retreat? I will fight! So we keep fighting, basically, until one of the forces wins or loses. Oh, we've been beaten! Oh no! Oh dear. They've rebuffed my attack. We did take out one of their orc units, their goblin slaves. Oh no. You have learned some of the basics to begin your realm. I will check in from time to time, see how you're doing. Before I take my leave, I have set a few objectives, which you'll find in the lower left corner of the screen. As you complete the tasks, I'll provide you with more detailed information. Good hunting. Okay. Ballista has received a medal for Valor. Attack or defense? Attack? In melee. Okay, so it's obviously not its range. So that's kind of... we can't improve its medal. But at least that'll be good in the Grand Melee. I probably should have taken that other Dragon Knight, so we had to leave some units behind. Okay, so what we've got to annex Jara Doom. No, I didn't say OK Google on my phone to start my... Silly Google. Open Foreign Affairs screen. Start a battle with a hero. Yeah, I want to go into a tactical battle. We'll fight it myself next time, I think. Minor Power. Your status is now Minor Power. Okay. Spring Bloom, rather. Okay. Right, well, select all units. How do I wonder how I retrain you? Okay. For the most common is that we don't have enough gold. Unique units are well unique. You can only have one of them active at a time. Elite units are similar in that way. You can only have 4 of them at a time. Okay. Go ahead and select the Renloft Dragon Knights. Some units take more time. Okay. Aha, so we can see what we require. We don't have this resource down here. They require 1 iron resource purchase, and the stat in the red indicates you do not have any iron. We're about to remedy that situation. Go to the marketplace. Marketplace. It is here that realms may dump their excess resources for gold. Dragonhold produces gems, but we don't produce iron, and we need iron. Okay. So yes, we want to purchase some iron. I can only purchase one. Okay, for 299 gold. Done. Leave the marketplace. And we can now purchase those Dragonites. Zing. They'll be available in 3 turns. Fill more to explore. Purchase more units. Okay, I will. I'm going to purchase more iron. Ah, but there's none in the iron. There'd be no iron available. No! Okay. So we can get more spontoons. Can we get any art? Ah, heavy crossbows. Yes, please. Need some of them. Cavalry. Ooh, we can get a wyvern. Grand Marshal, a sun dragon, cloud dragon. Ooh, we can get dragon units. Fantasy. Fun. We can see the ships we can get. We can see the ballistas and things like that we can get as well. I feel like I probably should get more spontoons. Kind of my basic infantry. It's going to take 1 turn, 2 turn, 2 turn, 2 turn, 2 turn, 3 turns. Stormlord. I'll take 2 turns for them. Yeah, cool, right. Close that panel. And provinces panel. So we can see at a glance our provinces. Open armies panel. Ah, we've got more units over here. We could just, I wonder if we can combine them actually. Oh, we can. Let's do that. Probably be able to attack again. Because I don't think, although actually, we should probably check the Open Foreign Affairs. Or Diplomacy as well. Where's Foreign Affairs? Here we go. Foreign Affairs. Welcome to the Foreign Policy screen. Here you may view relations, declare war, conduct trade, or even engage in espionage. The first screen will acquaint you with the other realms of the land. You'll see how they feel about you. A 0 is neutral, negative is worse, positive is better. You may also mouse over any realm for more information. Try looking at Latvia. See what its relations are with us. Okay. They're very nice. They look very friendly. Has polite feelings towards Dragonhold. 15. Trade offer. Realms may offer to trade with you. While you can accept their offers, you don't have to wait for them to grace you with their presence. You may make offers of your own. In this exercise, we're going to try to acquire crafts, which is needed to produce our famed cloud dragons. Ooh. First, we'll need to figure out who produces crafts. A quick way to find out is to hover over the crafts icon towards the right of the screen. Okay. Oh, yes, we've hovered over. So Latvia does produce 1. Good, good. Yep. So we want to select Latvia. We're negotiating a trade deal with Latvia, and we want their crafts. I would like resource, crafts. We have 1 crafts in our demand column. While Latvia isn't likely to give the resource away for nothing, we'll need to offer them something for it, and we just so happen to have some gems that they may want. Go through the same process again. Yep. Resources, gems. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see how likely, again, similar sort of things that we see in Total War now and then. Latvia will probably accept this offer of trade. Good. And again, probably a lot of you are probably going to say, might say things like, oh yeah, this is very much like Crusader Kings 2 or Grand Strategies. It's like, why is Lionheart doing the comparison to Total War? Mainly because I don't really play Grand Strategies that much. But this, again, those of you who play Grand Strategies, would you consider this a Grand Strategy or not? But for me, this is kind of easing me into that genre or towards that a little bit more. And I'm going, actually, this is fun. I can get down behind this. Okay, you'll now see your agent status. You'll see that your agent is travelling. It'll take a bit of time before your agent arrives at Latvia to make his offer. In the meanwhile, let's look at the final tab, Covert Action, so Espionage. Your agents may perform a number of missions, some of them clandestine. Mouse over each of the buttons in the middle window to see what else your agents can do. Improve this realm's opinion toward us. Oh, we can improve this realm's opinion towards somebody else, damage this realm's opinion towards, or spy on their military, allowing us to see their units. It looks like we had Latvia selected from our trade negotiations, but right now we are more interested in our enemy, the Iron Barony. Target the Iron Barony now. So yeah, we target them from over here. Iron Barony. We're going to spy on their forces. Good, our agent is en route, going to see what he can find out next turn. You'll notice that each turn our spy has a 10% chance of scouting the enemy for each army in the Iron Barony. Scouting allows you to click on an army in the other realm to view exactly what units are in that army. Okay, cool. Done. So we've done that. We need to win a battle with a hero. We can open or close resources. No, we can't. Can't open that. Oh, we just need to end turn, apparently. That's all we can do for now. Jutland is moving. My liege, it looks like we have scouted some foreign armies. When an army has been successfully scouted, its counter appears as solid. When it has not been scouted, it appears as ghosted. Try selecting any scouted army now. Okay, I shall. So we can see all their little force here. Let's check that the army that we attacked last time hasn't got any more units. Excellent, you can now see the units in that army, a very useful tool, gauging the strength of our neighbours. Feel free to inspect other scouted armies and continue your quest to exact retribution upon your foes. Cool. So, that looks like, are these guys in training? We can see they've got loads of other units here. Yeah, it looks like they're training loads of other orcs. It's a smaller army. Are their counters kind of getting a bit bigger when they've got a larger force? Oh yeah, cool. So the counter gets larger depending on the size of the army. Spearmen. Okay. They've got lots of men. Right. I'm going to see if I can move you, because I think we're safe over here. Although, hang on, what are the... This is held by Dunmar. Let's go back to... Oh, deploy units from a training... Ah, cool, we can deploy them to here. So that army now has another Spontoon unit. Oh, but it's moving there this turn. Oh, no, wait, hang on. I just clicked it in there. And I applied it. Cool. I want to know how I retrain you. Let's wait for the tooltip to pop up. Life. Morale. Okay, yeah, so it's life we want to build back up. How do I give you life? We have spells up here that we could deploy. In-game menu, upgrade. Can we upgrade anyone? Upgrade cost. Okay. No, we don't want to do any upgrade. Purchase new units. No, we're all good there. We're all training them. We're going to get loads of them done next turn. So that's good. Foreign affairs. How relations with Dunmar? It's 2. We're at peace. Can we go for... No, we'll leave that for now. I think we don't need to worry about them. Annex any province. So we're hopefully going to take Redfall and occupy an Iron Barony province at the same time. We need to access Jara Doom as well. Start a battle with our hero. But yes, I was going to try and move these crossbows over, wasn't I? So yeah, now these guys... It's not allowed to move to the highlighted province. You may move... Okay, we just click them off. And then they're now in this army. Nope. We may move the... Where? To move to the highlighted province. Why not? Why can't I move you? Oh, your garrison. Why can't I move you? Maybe you've got to wait a turn. So we'll end turn again, see if that's what does it. I'm probably missing something very obvious, but it's okay. Trade route. Your offer of trade to Latvia has been accepted. Smashing. And we're going to deploy all of them here. Why can't we... Why can't we... Yeah, let's attack them. Several additional units have joined your army for the fight. These units are various unit types. Cool. To arms! A hero is leading battle. Choose tactical. Yes, we are going to. But did I bring all those other crossbows? No, those are the ones I recruited, so I don't get why the other ones stay behind. But maybe I can't move them from one province to another? Do they have to stay in the army I left them? I don't know. But we're going to go tactical. They've got Grumgrunts now, though. Orcish archers. But let's do this. Tactical. Straight in we go. So this is kind of the battles that you get in Sovereignty. My liege, our forces are arrayed along the border, awaiting your command to launch an offensive against our foes. But before you give that order, you may wish to move some of your units to more suitable ground. Try doing so now. Very good, I have selected it. Arranging my units so I can pop in wherever I want to deploy to start with. Again, hex-based stuff. So we can see where they're deploying their units. There's little objectives, there's little capitals and capital provinces, and so you might want to defend them. We're coming in from our border, from the mountains. Zoom all the way in if we want to. Oh, we've gained a wyvern. We have gained some extra cool units. Didn't realise we had wyverns. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm going to leave my men as they are. And then end turn, which is over here. Okay. Now we can see the enemy Fowler as he is. Use your mouse to scroll around the map. You'll find the enemy's flag appearing over towns and cities. These are your objectives. Seize them to win the battle. Okay. Look around the map. I shall. So we can see one here, one here, one here. You can see their forces deployed. You may also view the number of turns you have remaining and the number of objectives you currently hold. That means to win. You must hold these objectives before your turn runs out. The other way to win is to annihilate the enemy in the field or force his army to retreat before your turns run out. The enemy will decide if he wants to retreat, so you don't have much control over that. All the same, destroying him in the field is a good way to ensure victory. Yeah, I was thinking that. Don't need to capture some places, we'll just go kill them all. So, yes, we have 12 turns remaining, and attacker needs to hold 2 victory locations. Which are... there's 4 of them. Which only need 2. I'm taking my dragon. My wyvern. Little dragon thing. You'll now see a number of hexes highlighted around your unit. This indicates where that unit can move to. Let's move. Select a hex to move to. Take note, each unit can only move once per turn, so choose carefully where to place it. Okay, so I've got certain movement points. I assume other units can't move as far. Yeah. We can attack them. I assume the red marker... oh yeah, these guys can only move 1. Or 2 over there, but the red is their range. I see. What's that? Goblin slaves. But my attack is pretty OP. Oh, these guys, their morale's pretty low from last time. Oh, wow, we just killed him. Nice. Continue moving the rest of your forces. I shall. So that's now... he's been moved, so he's greyed out. Go, dragon, go. Okay, you'll notice battle prognosis. Okay, this is how much damage. Okay. Casualties 5 to 7. Shatter. What's that do? Ooh, who knows? Shatter. Let's try and kill these guys. Boom. They fled. They were defend. They've shaken. Okay. We get defensive bonus by being up on... I see, but we've shattered their morale a bit. Good. Good. I need to move forward with my crossbows. Go over here. Okay, that's... I've got my hero. Or my... Yeah, my warlord here. All standard units you control may reset their attack. Cool. Not sure what that means yet. Now it's the enemy turn, they're moving. Okay, so they're pushing on my right flank. Oh, what's that? We can see the damage over here. For 60 damage, my wyvern completely destroyed them. I'm going to go take out their cavalry here. So we can see charge times 3, casualties 56-77. Let's do it. Okay, I lost 4. 4 of my life. But they are broken. They've lost a lot. Good. Nice. They've been poisoned as well, because I have venom power. Let's go kill... Let's try and kill these guys here. Sent them running away. Okay, these guys seem like they'll be pretty effective. Right, we're going to leave these guys here. I don't think they can take down my wyvern that easily. I'm going on top of a mountain, increasing my range. Nice. Let's try and get these guys to run away, or shatter them a bit. Shatter. Nope. They're shattered. Cool. Nice. Nice. Put these dragon knights down here. Now you're going to stay there for now. We are brave. Mountaineer. Okay. Oh, we can undo our last moves as well. That's kind of cool. End the turn. Oh, they've tried to shoot me there. I should alert you. An enemy infantry has set up a shield wall. Ah, that's what it was that they were doing. Shield wall. When infantry units line up next to each other, they link shields and gain a defensive bonus. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because these guys just did it as well. Whenever you can, isolate and destroy enemy infantry. They're not nearly as tough without their shield wall. Bring your siege weapons. Shatter enemy shields as well as archer support. Okay, so that negates the defensive bonus then. Siege unit is so powerful it has the ability to shatter enemy units. The shatter effect immediately reduces the enemy's defense by 1 for the remainder of the battle. Oh, there we go. See, put 2 and 2 together. Shatter allows you to destroy more infantry shield walls as well as archer counter. Oh yeah, they have a... Yeah, because the archers countered my wyvern last time. Crucial to breaking up your enemy's defenses. Yes, they are. So let's shatter these guys over there. And let's take these guys down here. There we go. Whole unit's gone. We survived because we're OP as. With my dragon. Oh, let's take these guys out. Let's take more casualties. They're uncertain. Dragon Knight. Go. Fire support. Oh, we'll get fire support if we attack these guys. Yeah, do it. From the crossbows. I see. I see. We took a bit of damage there from these guys because they were able to support as well. You'll now see a target over any enemies in melee range. Alright, they're in melee range, are they? Let's go for it. Don't forget about your hero. You have a warlord, mouse over him. Yep, each hero has a different power, but that power can only be used once per battle. Activating your warlord will reset the attack of all your standard units this turn, so at a key moment you may attack your enemy and then attack it. Oh, so you can attack twice. Cool. This reminds me, the tactical side of things, quite like the Stuff like Fire Emblem, actually, for the DS. Or for just Nintendo devices. Or like Advance Wars sort of stuff. Cool. So move here. We're going to attack again in a minute. We can get fire support as well. We're going to take... casualty. We're going to take a fair few casualties, actually. But let's go for it all the same. We've broken them. They're uncertain. My Wyvern... casualties would take 15 to 18. They'll take 31. Oh, they'll take a fair few over there. Let's go for them. Wyvern, kill. Kill my Wyvern. Right, now we're going to activate his ability. He's disappeared. Cool. We can attack again. Can't move, but we can attack again. I see. There we go, that's forced them back a bit. I probably should have done it when I had the units in better locations, but we'll still go and attack again. Ballista. Yeah, obviously Wyverns are special units, so they can't attack again. These guys can move though, but I think we'll leave them where we are for now. I think that's all I can do this turn. So we've got shield wall defences here. Defensive bonus. They're trying to smash me with their archers. Looks like they're trying to pull back. Orcish archers were killed in combat. Nice. Those guys are still really strong. Due to their ability to charge an enemy, cavalry are these are counted cavalry units, are they? Cavalry are fantastic units to use against isolated and weakened opponents. For every hex of ground that you cover prior to attacking, you gain +1 attack. Enemy shield walls and forts will negate your charge. Okay. We should be able to take out this whole unit of archers, but I'd rather finish these guys off. We'll take... oh no, damn, we don't want to attack yet, because they're going to get fire support. Yeah, we're going to take a few, so let me pull my Wyvern. Oh, I really want to get around and take them out, but I'm going to have to take out these guys here. So they're still getting fire support. But there we go, we took out a whole unit. But these guys, I don't think they can give their fire support now because they've already done it once. So let's go for it. Nice. That sounded like a good thunk of death. Thunk of death. Oh, cool. We can get a really nice charge over here. That's where I'm going to go. Bring my other Wyvern down. Bye-bye. Uncertain. I would be pretty uncertain if I'd been ravaged by a Wyvern. Right. Let's take them out over there. Boom, they're dead. Cool. Right. So only one unit left, and we've got 9 turns remaining. Sweet. End the turn again. Oh no, 2 units rather. Can't count. Bear in mind that terrain can lend combat bonuses to units occupying specific terrain, can be an advantage to gain high ground or fight from rougher terrain. To view a tooltip of combat bonuses, simply mouse over terrain type. Oh my god. Words, Lionheart, words. There we go, they're dead. Let's go kill these guys. We win! We captured Redfall from Iron Barony. Huzzah! We destroyed their army. Achievement unlocked. Glory! Huzzah! We are victorious. We've captured a province, but we don't own it yet. In sovereignty, there is a distinction between occupation and ownership. Okay. When you take a province in battle, that province is considered to be under occupation. If you continue to occupy that province each turn, that province's economy will be reduced by 1. When an occupied province's economy is reduced to 0, it transfers to ownership. Continue to occupy the enemy province until its economy reaches 0. Okay. Unit promoted. Discipline or heal. For every heal point if it spends 1 turn out of battle. Ah, there we go. So you do heal. I need to look at the frickin' heal stuff. I'm going to go for heal for both of them because I want them healed up as soon as possible. Oh, cool. Hero has become legendary. The following hero is now legendary. Select a new combat card for this hero. Okay, so all standard units you control may now reset, so we get a new card, or Valor. All units you own heal 10 life and gain Brave for the remainder of battle. Oh, cool, so we can heal them. When fighting in any province you owned at the start of the game, all units you own heal fully and then gain +2 attack, +2 defense, and Brave for the remainder of the battle. So that's if we're getting pressed into our own territory. So we only start off with 2. They're probably not that useful. We'll go for Valor, I think. So we now hold this settlement. We can't. We've got this whole thing of is not allowed to move to the highlighted province. I don't get why they're not allowed to move. Does it just take time or something? So we've now unselected them all. Is that good? Remain at the current location. Why is what I want to know. I don't think I've been told that bit. So these guys can move back here. No, whoops, I sent the wrong unit over. Sorry. Okay, well, I'll sort this all out in a minute. I'll work it out, Major battle has been fought. So we took Redfall, and they have 3 economy. So we've got to wait for that to go down to 1, to 0 rather, then we'll claim it. Then we'll get iron. So hopefully people are replenishing. Okay, annex any province. In turn. Non-aggression treaty's been signed there. Summer Haze. Summer heat descends upon all lands. Cast recharge of illusion spells is -1 and death is +1. Okay, so these guys are replenishing, and I assume the little gold bit means that they are... No? Oh no, they've got medals rather, yeah. But everyone should be healing for every battle. Ah, I can now use these guys. Oh, they just took time before I could move them. I see. Well, you're meant to be over here. So, you now can't move for a turn. Oh, whoops, I accidentally sent a Dragon Knight back, I think. Oh, no, he's just been... Nope. I don't know what I did with him. No, oh, damn it. I selected the wrong ones and brought these guys over here. You know what, that's fine. We'll leave the High Guards... We'll leave the High Guards to defend over here. We've got more men over here. And I'm gonna send all these guys to join this army. So now I got a nice big old army here at Redfall. But it'll take like a turn for them to settle in, it seems. That's fine. Seems early access. Little tip to the game devs, that would be a really useful bit just to know early on, I think. Just to know why they're not allowed to move to the highlighted province. Just I assume, yeah, because it was I moved them, but maybe a little tooltip, I don't know. We've got to annex a province, so we've got to wait until this the economy is damaged, so we've got to wait until it goes to 0 and then it'll become ours, then we'll annex it, and then we'll need to do the same here with Jar of Doom. Right, so can we train any more units? Let's have a look. We can't get these guys, we lack the resources. Oh, we can get Cloud Dragon! Got the Wyvern, but what's the special about the Cloud Dragon? Wyvern's that. Ah, cool, we can compare stats, that's useful. Nice, you just select one and hover the other one. So it has better defense, the Cloud Dragon, less attack. Oh, it's got a range attack. I assume that is the range it can shoot. So it has a range of 3. So moves, okay, move a lot further, 7. Oh my god, Google on my phone. I said moves, not okay. Seriously, it's just eager. What else have we got? We've also got, I assume that's upkeep. Well, no, that's the cost to recruit it. Upkeep, there we go, is a lot less than a Wyvern. And what's that? Time, oh, until it's ready to be deployed. 13! Right, we better get recruiting. Recruit, please. And we have a... I can see diplomatic view here as well on the map. Geopolitics, political. Oh, we've got units to be deployed. Here we go. We can't deploy them here, so we'll put the Dragon Knights in here. There we go. So he's got to wait a turn for him to be deployed there. Okay. Ranks panel. Okay, we can see our ranks. Diplomacy. So all these panels just give us different quick shots. Oh, you can quickly jump into the other panels. That's cool. That's useful. Awesome. Right. End turn again. Ah, cool. We can actually move during the end turn phase. That's cool. Well, we can move around the map. Your turn. Power. Your status has risen to power. It's now considered a power to be reckoned with. Awesome. Oh yeah, see, those guys can now all be moved. Let's train some more units. They're gonna take 2 turns. Heavy crossbows. Let's go. I just want to leave some units that I can defend with, so I could push in here. I mean, I could leave a couple of units behind, but we're still trying to replenish up. Upgrade the economy. Yeah, we could do that. Actually, I haven't looked at like any economy tabs really, have we? Have I got an economy tab? That's my economy. The upgrade. Shows my resources. Provinces. Don't have anything showing how much money we have or don't have. Magic panel. Don't have any access, any spells. Okay, so how do I see, like... Oh, I see. Hover over the... And we can see the income per turn, province income. It'd be great to see... Oh, I just need to hold over it. Silly Lionheart, I wasn't... Ah, dear oh dear. That's why it's a tutorial. So, okay, at the moment we're minus 249 per turn because of expenses on our units that we're recruiting loads of. So, if we were to upgrade the economy, now it goes up to 900. So we're only minus that much now. Here. Hopefully, yeah, we're going to need to stop recruiting more units because the upkeep is killing our economy. But we will own this province soon, so then we shouldn't have a problem. End turn again. Do. Congratulations, you now own one of your enemy's provinces. Once you annex a province, you can begin upgrading it so that it will generate income for you. Fantastic, that's absolutely what we need right now. Owning provinces which used to belong to other realms comes with risks. Your new province may rebel. Keep an eye on the revolt chance in your provinces. You can lower revolt chance by moving units to the province. So yeah, military repression sort of bonuses. Longer term, repairing provinces leads to greater stability and lowering chance of rebellions. If a rebellion rises, you will have to fight for the province to maintain your rule over that province. Okay, that's cool. So we have a revolt chance of 0. We now own this settlement. Oh, this is not settlement, this is region, sorry. We've got 0 there as well, we've got 0 there. God, this tells me all what's going on. This turn. Upgrade cost. We have enough to do that. So by upgrading it, that gives us more economy worth, so it's getting us a bit of money. We should now actually be positive. Yes, we're gaining 6 income per turn, so I can't afford any more units right now. Oh dear. But that's all good. I did want to go in and attack these guys at Jara Doom. I got lots of archers, that's okay. I am about to finish recruiting loads more units though. I would love to get that Cloud Dragon, but I think we're going to end the turn, we're going to fight that battle, and then I'm going to wrap up this first look, this first Raw, guys. But I do hope you've enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more, again, let me know. Again, this is just the tutorial, so there's still loads more to kind of... Well, I assume there's loads more. I think the tutorial probably ends when we annex Jara Doom. Units waiting to be deployed. We'll pop a crossbow here and a crossbow there. Right, so now we're going to move in with all the units that can't be with our army. Boom, look at that. We're going to play another tactical one, because I quite enjoy these. It's good fun. I like how it just zooms straight in from the campaign map as well. So it's... You can see we've actually got a territory over here. So this is our front line, so we can see their units they have here. Can't see which ones they've got precisely. Okay, I've got a wyvern down here with crossbows and those guys. Yeah, we'll put the wyvern on the flanks actually, and we'll have a couple of crossbows here. Ballista in the centre. Yeah, that works for me. Crossbow tucked in here a little bit. We'll put a spittoon over here. Yep, that's going to work. Right. Ah, we've now gained Valor. Oh, cool. So that's our Warlord. He gets both of the abilities. That's cool. End turn. So right, now it's my turn. What is that? It's a fort. Oh, wow. We've got to take it out. A landmark. Okay. That's a lot of casualties. Can't hit any of them here. Not yet. I'm going to move over here because I want the defensive bonus. Wyvern. That's going to do a lot more damage if I attack you over here. They peppered me with some arrows, but I absolutely wrecked them. They're broken as well. Alright, let's try and take out those guys. Take out the defense of that fort. Hit them with the archers there. Move up here. We should get a shield wall there. There we go. Send those guys running. Oh damn, I can't hit them there. Wyvern, go! Okay, so we've moved all my units this turn. I won't use any of my powers. Just, well, actually, thinking power-wise, no, won't you do it this turn? Blast it! The enemy fort is pounding our units. Oh no! Don't pound me! They're moving their units around as well. Forts are very tough to deal with, but there are ways. Firstly, we can assault a fort with ground troops. This won't cause much damage to the fort, but it will force the fort to deal with attackers in melee. This tactic essentially suppresses fort's more formidable range fire. Okay, so when you attack them, that stops them firing from range. Second, you can try to simply circumvent the fort by moving your army around it. This may or may not be effective depending on what objectives your enemies hold. Third, you can pound at enemy forts with your own siege units and reduce it to rubble. Siege units are extremely effective against forts. Yep, good. That's what we're going to do. So here we should be able to see. Yeah, they've got a range of 5 around them. It'd be nice if you actually, when you select a unit, it would show the enemy range. That's something you had in advance also. It would show the hexes and stuff like that they could go. Maybe you can do that if I scout them or something. Okay, right. We're going to move forward here. We're going to range them. Should be able to savage them now with my wyvern. God, they're not going down yet. I'd love to be able to see how much life they have exactly as a number, because the casualties come up as a number, so but I don't know. You know, I can see precisely. Well, not precisely. I can see it roughly what it is, but I can't see it precisely. Just chasing those guys down with my archers, crossbows rather. Boom. There we go. Run, little chaps, run. I'm just going to form a long defensive shield wall there. I'm going to keep on firing at that fort. Push up with these guys. Wyvern up to here. I think... yeah, that's all we can do. Yeah, shield wall. Yes, that's that fort trying to bombard us. What do they do there? Not sure. They're poisoned though. God, I took pitiful casualties. Let's finish it off though. Boom, you did. Let's wreck that fort. Yes, it's gone. Nice. Moving in with all my men now. Okay, I tried to give extra support. Finish those guys off if we can. Yep, they're dead. And... kill, boy! Sweet. Right. End the turn again. So they're trying to hit me there. These guys have all got the defensive bonus, so it's only these ones that kind of... but they're on a mountain anyway, so they get plus 3 defense. Oh, there we go. They died from poison. That's what the green animation was that I was trying to work out. Your first step on the road to victory. You've occupied an enemy objective. Your units may loot some gold. Cool. So I assume we have to end turn and we'll hold both of them. Oh, one turn remaining anyway. Okay, so we really need to go for it anyway. Okay, we killed that unit. Trying to kill as many of them as possible now. Wyvern, go! I can't get to that one at the back there, I don't think. Annoyingly. Now I can move over here. But we hold the victory objectives anyway, so that's all good. Although, if let's use Valor and Warlord. Oh, I've already used a card. I have to wait until next turn. Okay, so I can't use them both at the same time. Fair enough. Kill, boy. Valor. Right, we're all good anyway because we've got the victory objectives. They've tried to hit me there, but we've won! We captured Yara Doom from the Iron Barony, so only one unit of Orcus archers managed to survive. Don't know if they retreat or they just get wrecked anyway, because we won. But we now need to end the turn and annex Yara Doom, and I assume that is potentially the end of the tutorial. We shall see. Your forces have taken Yara Doom, but like Renloft, there is something special about Yara Doom. Click on the province of Yara Doom now. The Abyss claims a victim. Your unit of Renloft Dragon Knight was lost to the Abyss. No! You'll continue to lose units until you annex the province or retreat. Oh, so we need to annex it. I see. Select Yara Doom. A special landmark called the Abyss. Have a look at the effects. Yeah. While occupying. Okay, well, only while occupying. Since the Abyss is a landmark, it also grants experience XP. This XP goes towards advancing your magic level. So let's talk about magic now. Okay, well, yeah, probably a good time for me not to stop the video. We'll just learn about magic and then we'll wrap things up. Otherwise, I could be going on for hours. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind doing that, but You guys have already enjoyed an hour so far of Sovereignty, so I don't want to tire you all out just yet. But if you like this, again, do let me know in the comments, and definitely got the potential to be a Let's Play on my channel, I think. You have just assessed your spell tree. It has a number of spells. You haven't learnt any of them yet, but you soon will. But you will soon, rather. See that your XP bar, it displays your current advancement through the spell level. The bar is almost full, so you are very close to learning your first spell. I'd also like to introduce you to the scales below the spell tree. This is your magic investment. You're already gaining free magic XP by owning 2 landmarks. But you may advance your magic even faster by investing gold as further research. Try adding some gold to the scales to add even more XP every turn. And actually, from that last battle, the first battle I fought, I didn't go for any of the victory objectives, which I could have looted a fair bit of gold from, which actually would have helped my my economy, so I definitely need to loot more as well. So we're doing it for very small percentages here. I don't know what my treasury is like, but we'll do it to 10% for now. We need a new spell. Nightmare. Destroy an enemy's unit fighting will. Receives -1 attack. There's Gulsmere Wings. Target unit can fly. Divine Wrath. Oh, that's cool. Unit gains the Death Slayer ability. Or we eventually got Cloud City. Cast on your capital. Oh, that's cool. Column of Flame. Dealing 1 to 100 damage to each unit. Damn. That's pretty darn good. Well, we've got to earn enough magic to get that, but we'll have to do that another time, because that's where I'm going to wrap up for now, guys. So I do hope you've enjoyed this first raw, this first look at Sovereignty. A link to the game on Steam can be found in the description if you're tempted to jump into the early access yourselves. But thanks to Slytherin for sending me over a code to take a look at this, especially because this was one of the games I was most excited about taking a look at once it was kind of ready to be released or enter early access following their Home of Wargamers event last year, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about this. I mean, because I'm not a grand strategy player, I really like this, but maybe grand strategy players, you won't like this. Total War players, those of you that enjoy the campaign map, I'm pretty sure will probably enjoy what this has to offer. Probably those of you that enjoy the real-time battles aren't obviously going to enjoy this, but they're not comparable. These are kind of tactical, hex-based, turn-based battles, and Total War is obviously real-time. But still, I'd like to hear from my Total War audience and see what you guys think of this game. And again, if you'd like to see this as a Let's Play series, then do let me know. Anyway, until next time, don't forget to comment, subscribe, follow my Facebook and Twitter, take pride in joining the Legion. Ciao for now.